welcome to my channel. This is my first sketchbook tour, not my first sketchbook, but my first tour on YouTube here. And this is my Illo sketchbook from March 2021 to June 2023. I am doing a voiceover because I was rambling too much and sped up my flip through a little bit, so it sounded weird. So let me start out with page 1. I did a character here of a little traveler. It was a prompt for SVS Learn. I also tested out a few different pencils, like the 4B pencil and that kind of stuff. Some other swatches of another watercolor pencils. Some character development of this fun little character. Her little sidekick and how small she is. Some color ideas. I'm playing with different features of like what's on her head, and her named her Darby. And I like this little one. She's holding her little fork and she's got little ladybugs with her. Some more action poses and different concepts, and this is a cute little one in green, but you can't really see it very good. And then we move on to other random stuff. This was at my daughter's tennis practice. I was just sketching random stuff. The next prompt was a little inn that the traveler would stay at. So I played with several different ideas. Sorry, the green's kind of hard to see, but it's like a stack of logs and a stack of vegetables and different stuff run by gnomes or mushroom people and that kind of stuff. It's fleshing out the concepts for a few that I liked. And then I decided to go with like the teapot type thing, and I started playing with like maybe an old clock. This is like a cuckoo clock that has a little spinny thing. Playing with stacking teacups and stuff. That's a little deck of cards, like a stack of cards. I thought that was cool, like the little teepee things that you build. I ended up going with this. This is my sketch of the whole thing. It's a little fancy inn. I did it digitally. Here it is. And then some other random stuff, some doodles for the page. Here's Earth Day and Mermaid, and as you can tell, this is where I kind of took a break for a while, so it was very sparse. I like this little mermaid and her little jellyfish friend, but that's about all I did for Mermaid of that year. Some other random stuff. I was a substitute teacher, started as a substitute teacher for a little bit, and got really busy, so there's not a whole lot. That's why the sketchbook took me a while. Here are some ideas I thought about for like an ADHD brain of like thought squirrels and just a cow in the way of what you're trying to do. Other random drawings. I liked my little squirrel, so I did a little squirrel and girl sketch. Here, moved on to the winter stuff. Did a snowman. My daughter did a snowman in here. And then just kind of random stuff. Sending letters to Santa. This was we were thinking about buying this house, and I was trying to get an idea of it, so it ended up in my sketchbook. And then some other random stuff. These are some little gifts I did for a class. I'll show them. His is a girl writing on a pencil, a girl trying to think of what to draw, and a girl jumping over a crayon. So this is all represents me, and I did them for class, and it was a fun little first time attempt at gifts. This was another class project of like a stop motion film, which I did, and it's on my other YouTube channel for like my school projects that I did. Maybe I'll post it to this channel one day. I don't know. These were some ideas for a portfolio page. Just some random sketches, basically. Working on foxes. And you can see I'm trying to work on markers, and I'm not great at it. Need some practice. It's also not water or marker paper, so it bleeds through. Other random stuff. Then I started going down with bats, a girl and a bat, because I think bats are kind of cute, even though they're kind of weird. This was working on drawing from images from Pinterest of like overalls and stuff. So these are from photos from Pinterest. Here's my little bat idea. And it says, I bet bats are good huggers. And this bat says, do you want a hug? I drew it right side up, but really it's meant to be like upside down because they're hanging because they're bats. This is my random thoughts page of like wanting to, thinking of ideas, wanting to do something, create a notebook for Amazon and stuff like that. And a random post-it of really cute girl with a snow globe and other random things. This was a lino cut thing I saw, and I really liked the way they did the shapes, so I was kind of breaking that down. I did this color cube, and I just picked a random card out of here, which corresponds to the number up there in the corner. And it's obviously not this card that I picked out now, but it was one. I matched up markers with it and then tried to come up with an idea for a little picture. And that's what I came up with because it was all browns and stuff. Here's other random sketches, little scenarios of kids and stuff. As you can see, a lot of my sketchbook is like children's book type things, and just working on different poses and interactions and stuff. And then doing a little girl and a duck. That was a cute little duck. I'm not a big fan of this girl that I drew there. Working on shoes from photos, and how just images from photos, some reference stuff. Now we've kind of switched to 2023. It's the year of the rabbit. I was just doing random, I think I was talking on the phone and doodling. And here I started working on like a lino cut for one of my class projects. And so I'm kind of playing with different ideas there. This, not my story. I just kind of wrote it down from somebody I saw on Instagram. This is another lino cut idea. And then I have some random raccoons. And then another school project thingy. So these were little lino cut, I'm not sure how to say it, from little pink erasers I did. I still have lots of erasers to do if I wanted to continue with it, because it is really fun and really cute. But I only did a few so far. This is my favorite, the lightning bug. I think that turned out cute. Oh, and then this is a picture of my husband and my two girls playing Nintendo. Here, working on some markers again. I don't know what the girl in the balloon type thing, random sketches, random doodles. Invitation for my daughter's birthday. This is actually her room. I was just kind of working on perspective and backgrounds. Here's an idea of a little boy and a toy and a stuffed alligator. Different scenarios, settings for him. This was when I was at my daughter's karate class. Just kind of sketching, doing random things. One prompt I came across was like avocado, and so I was trying to think of what a kid would do with an avocado. And I have a picture of a girl playing doctor and trying to fix a bruised avocado with band-aids and stuff. This was a fun little concept of a boy finding worms for a bird and a little girl picking flowers and grossed out. This was a Draw This in Your Style by Jenny's Life Art. Here's what I did. And this was a fairy I did with the eraser again. I don't remember why. I have a video posted about my concept or my process coming up with this illustration I did digitally, but here's all my sketches of my process. Easter themed. I love this little bunny, little Easter bunny, and he paints all the eggs, and he's got paint all over him, and he's cute. Another happy Easter. And then this was kind of like a doodle page, and that's my favorite little one, but the one in the middle, her head's like off center. It looks weird, but you know. And my little guy in a banana costume and a girl in a donut costume. I don't know why. This was a prompt of bubble, so I did a girl blowing bubbles in the park, and she like scoops up people. This is my digital version. Other lino cut stuff. A dentist, a picture of a kid going to a dentist. Here are some mermaid ideas. This is where I came up with the mermaid doll. And then I ended up doing a whole series. You could check it out on YouTube of mermaid with the doll. Here's another YouTube video I did of just coming up with this idea of a little girl riding a dandelion. And then here's just some sketches for mermaid. I did all my mermaids in watercolor, so they're in another, watercolor sketchbook, and you can check them out. Other concepts. Here's a merboy, and he's got a shark toy. He turned out really cute here in the sketch, but he didn't turn out as cute when I recreated him in my in watercolor. Here the mermaid met a girl, so playing with different concepts of that. Here's some ideas for illustrations for my portfolio. I love that little girl. She's got no arms, but she's cute. Working on some profiles, and here's the hashtag summer emoji art challenge type thing. Here's my final. So this was like, they give you 3 emojis, the rabbit, the dress, and lemon. So that's what I created. Here's another one of these color cubes I did. And I don't really like this big picture. I like this little one because I need to work on my markers. It's all like sketchy and liney, and it might be the paper, but it might be me. It also bleeds through the paper really bad. This was an illustration idea of just people walking their dogs, and then it turned into people walking other animals and stuff. And so then I started playing with that, and then I started playing with other ideas, kind of elaborating on it, and so like shrinking the cowboy down and adding a cat, not a cow, a chicken on top, and just different concepts to go with each thing. I have a little old lady pulling a cat, but then I was like, well, what if I had the punk guy with the mohawk pulling the cat? That might be fun. Here's some more emoji art challenge of the pig, the bikini, and the lifesaver thingy. And then here's the chick, the ice cream, and the strawberry. And there's the finished product of them. There's a little concept of a little duck and a bunny friends. I saw a cute video of them, of a duck running, and so that's where that came from. Then here's another emoji art challenge of lamb and flowers and sun hat. So this is the finished product digitally. And then here I just kind of combined them all with like a little girl. And I couldn't add the pig into there because I didn't have like, that was just tricky. And then just other random stuff. So frog, and then fairy, and then giraffe, and then I looked up simplified versions of giraffe. So that's recreated from something I saw on Pinterest. And then here of a girl going to space to get her little star friend, which was a fun little, spread to do. And then come to find out she's sleeping. And then the last page says all done, and I'm done. Oh, and then there's this little pouch back here, and I made this little zine for one of my projects. It's a how to be creative. Don't worry about fear, self-doubt, others' opinions. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Live your life and always be paying attention to the world around you. Fill your inspiration jar. Yeah, so that's my sketchbook. It's an Illo sketchbook. And remember to like and subscribe, and I will post a lot more art content and maybe even some more sketchbooks.